Someone's just asked me a question, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do a little video on it. What it was sort of splitting things. It wasn't the exact question he asked, but it made me think of this. How to split big lists into sort of alphabetical. So you've got your A's and your B's, your C's. As you can see, they're sort of mixed up. So I think there's 4,275 names in there. So I'm just going to show how to split them into separate files. So you can print them out, print them all into separate files, and then you've got each letter. And obviously you can use that with different things, numbers or whatever. But all I've done at first, we'll keep OS in there because we'll use it in a minute. Import re for your re.compile down here, and OS for checking the path exists, which we'll do in a minute. I've just been checking I can regex this file alright. The big list, I'll hunt out the URL for it again at the end, and I'll stick it in the description or the comments and description, so you can just grab that rather than I'm trying to write that out. You don't really want to do that. So I said it's 4,275, so that's a fair few. So we'll just put open equals open file, and normally I've put file, comma, R plus or W for write, but I saw this in what they sent me, and this actually works better than the R does, because I tried my R on there for reads and it wasn't having it, so I apologise for that. So we all learn. So yeah, put open file dot read, so it'll open that to read, regex equals re.compile, blah blah blah, which will be, it'll skip these top three because, well, I just made it easy for myself, to be honest. I've just gone up to this 0 point whatever, so it's grabbing the first bit of the line up to 0 point, and then it's skipping up to the end of the line basically. And for the sake of getting three things, I wasn't really bothered. You can type them in by hand, the amount of time it would take you to mess around with the code. So, and then dot find all, string of open for name in regex, print name, and we should get 4,275 of these. You'll notice it did get the top couple, even though I've not accounted for it. It's actually got them. What are we up to? 2,000. See down the bottom, it's telling me how many lines there are. 3,000. 3,700. So as you can see, there's quite a lot to grab. It should be done now. Yeah, there we go. It's 4,278. That's including them and the top couple of lines. 4 lines, yes, it's missed 2. You got Patricia. You got Linda. I'll say it's going to miss a couple. It's not 100% perfect, but for what it's going to miss, for the amount of time messing about, it ain't even worth bothering with. So that's that. So now what we're going to do, we'll define a folder in there in the tutorials one. We're going to create this. Okay, slash just call it folder. I'll just call it names, so I remember what's going on a bit later on. Name slash show. Folder equals that, and then file name equals name square bracket 0. So that'll grab the first letter, being 0 because they start at 0 in Python on a lot of things. So the first letter of the name will be your file name now, so it will just come up. You'll create this folder we're going to in a second, and then you'll have A to Z, or however many letters there are on the names, maybe not Z, but you'll have a file for each one. Yeah, okay, so that's just defined file name. If os.exists folder, well, we'll put if not. os.make does, I'm pretty sure it is, folder, so you got name mode equals, yeah, so you got your path here at the beginning, so it's telling you. Okay, and then if not os.path.exists, we'll call this finish name. We'll have to define this actually. Finish name. Finished name equals folder plus file name plus dot text. It might tell us we've got to put these as strings in a minute, but we'll sort that out in a minute when we get an error, if we get an error. So if it doesn't exist, then we open it. Let me just check something quick. Right, yeah, this is another file, one of my other ones I wrote before, so trying to remember everything, it's nice to keep things handy. So yeah, if it doesn't exist, file name, put print text file equals open finish name, we want it on this one, and then we want to write to that file. So you open it, ready for writing, and then you write into it with the name. So it will take the first letter of the name to create the file name, and then it will write the name into the file, all being well. And then we'll put else, so if it does exist, same again, but it'll append to it. So if it doesn't exist, it'll create a file and write to it. If it does, it'll append to it, just add to the end of it rather than writing over what you've already done. And name again. So all being well, should better get rid of that. Let's not save it. When we run this, it should just start printing a load of stuff. There we go, it's created the folder. It's looking good. That was a bit too quick though. Alright, maybe not. It's created A to Z. That's what we forgot to do. Well, what I forgot to do. I can't blame you. Alright, it's still using A for some reason. There we go. So yeah, you want to print name plus Shift N. So it starts a new line for each name. And the same for this one, plus backslash N, sorry. I don't know why I say Shift N. Yeah, as you can see, that was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be fair. So let's make names. A.text, you've got Angela, Amy, Anna, Amanda, and Annie. So shed loads in there. And well, how long did that take? Didn't take long at all, did it? So it's just a handy tool to be fair, let's to show you how quick it does actually do it. See, watch when the 3 lines come up down the bottom. That's when it's done. So 1, 2, about 3 seconds, and that's 4,275 names. So yeah, it's a lot quicker than doing it yourself. And they're all split, obviously. It might not be any use to you, but you might be able to use this for something else. It's just handy for splitting stuff up. And I only really come across it today, to be fair. Just having a little look after someone asked me, so I thought I'd share it while it's fresh in my head. As you can see, it's really good. You've got one there of Linda, which is probably just off the list. I'd say where the reject wasn't perfect. Yes, you've got one off Linda there. But for how quick it was, it ain't really worth messing about too much. You'll probably agree. Okay, I hope that's taught you something. It's a handy tool. I'm going to try and think of some more stuff. That's why I just jumped on this as I thought of it, because sometimes it's hard to think of things that might be useful for people. Hope it comes into some use and you're learning something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, let everyone see this. And I'll see you next time.